move data into Enterprise 2.0 or Enterprise Social Software, or again, there's sort of a number of names you can call it. But the really interesting thing about learning is the way that social media has kind of been an evolution of knowledge management. So knowledge management in the 1990s was all about, okay, we're going to find out what the best practice is, and we're going to get people to tell us, and then we're going to store that information on a database, and that's going to be really useful. And of course, the problem with that was that people just didn't bother contributing, and it was very difficult to get the information, or people sort of thought the way they did things, they described things in one way, but actually they did it thing, etc., etc. What's really exciting about social tools is that they sort of track your behaviour as you're doing it. So, for example, if you're discussing something on a wiki, which is like a kind of interactive website that you can all participate in, all your comments will be up there for posterity. They'll be recorded. So it's not so much that you're sort of in a meeting and then you're going out the meeting and saying, oh, this is what I did in that meeting. It's actually recording your behaviour as you do it. Social bookmarking is another example. So, for example, if you bookmark, so everyone know what I mean. So if you read an article online and then you save that article, this will be something where that is fed into a kind of common database, so other people can access the articles that you're saving. And more importantly, if you tag that article, so if you're reading something on Web 2.0 and you say, oh, this is on Tim O'Reilly, Web 2.0, you put tags in there, and somebody else can go in and look up those tags and find the articles you've been reading. So it's a great sort of way of saving time within a big organisation. And it's a much better way of capturing knowledge than the old kind of knowledge management system.
Sorry, what was the one before social bookmarking?
Wikis.
Wikis, yeah.
So wikis, social bookmarking and tagging are the kind of three sort of behavioural, well, the three tools that really help with learning within an organisation. And obviously learning was something that Peter Senge talked about a great deal, and Mary DeGers as well. And it's a shame Mary was going to come tonight, and still sort of, I don't know if I gave him a very good press in the book, and I would like to sort of meet him again and have a chat about that. Because I don't know, I'm sure a lot of you have met Ari. If you haven't, he wrote a book called The Living Company in the 1990s, which became a global bestseller, and was all about organisations that kind of listen to their stakeholders and learn, are constantly learning and evolving. And Ari is actually not very keen on the internet, which is a bit of a shame. And maybe it's just a generational thing, but he doesn't really trust it, basically. But to me, it seemed like such a natural evolution of all this kind of learning, living organisation stuff. And I think this chapter was really looking at the part of it. So yeah, so wiki tagging and social bookmarking. Something else that's really exciting about tagging is that you get these kind of folksonomies emerging, so these kind of naming systems. So if you get people within an organisation putting their own tags on blog posts, on newspaper articles, on projects, then you find a sort of emergent culture and language that is very unique to your organisation, and that's quite exciting. I mean, one example was a company called Headshift. Any of you guys know Headshift? They're very good at enterprise social software, and they've worked with heaps of clients. They did some work with the National Institute of Mental Health, and they started this tagging project, and they sort of uncovered this lesbian and gay network within their organisation that they just didn't realise existed before, just because of the tags that people were putting on things. I mean, I don't actually have details of what the tags were, I'd love to tell you, but basically they sort of realised there was a gay and lesbian network in the organisation, and they were able to kind of acknowledge and sort of empower that